Good to see everyone here, looking at the longhouse here. And you have such a beautiful, beautiful home here that's going to be opening up and getting dedicated, and that everybody gets to be a part to witness. So yeah, it's going to be a good event. Talking about our listening to the speakers this morning. A lot of things kind of, I bet, is running through a lot of our folks' minds about how is it that the part that we're going to play as being in whatever location that we are. Because I can remember when I was being brought up, and not just in our family, but in the community, the importance of whatever community you are, for you to be a part and to pay homage to what's going on in your community, and that each of us has a role to do that. And I think that's one of the things that I love about these folks, is that we're always putting forward. And you can see that in communities, the growing of that everybody is paying attention and bringing and paying their part of making things more stronger in our, whether it be, you look at this beautiful art, things that are being brought out through Northwest Indian College. It's a land-grant college in Washington State, and it's located up in Bellingham, Washington. Well, through Northwest Indian College, they serve the 29 tribes of Washington State. And one of the things that they've brought forward, well, it's a four-year degree right now. And one of the things that we got to be a part of, a lot of these ladies right here that came with us are a part of, is being able to do, it started off with traditional plants for diabetes, and it has grown so much more from that. And what it was is that communities were, in urban settings, were struggling with what do we do with knowing our foods and what our traditional foods do for us, like berries lowering our blood sugar. What do we do when we're in urban settings to make choices of food be better? And so Northwest Indian College was using some data that was gathered in the Puget Sound, and then from that what they did is they broke it down so that they would do foods that were comparable to nettles, that were comparable to the different berries, that was traditional berries and such. And so what's been great about it is that from Northwest Indian College starting that in various communities, because not all communities did have gardens in it. I mean, in previous time they did, but now changes come about, and so people adapt. And so in doing so, what they're doing now is, in some places they'll have medicine gardens, healing gardens. They've had community gardens that have been coming up in the communities, in the tribal communities. One of our elders, she talked about how we have victory gardens in our area, and it was a way of everybody sharing what they had, and that everybody put something on the table, and in doing so, making that connection, making it be strong. And I think that's what's so mostly important, is that we value each other as human beings, that we're all here, and that we need to look at what's going on. See how it is that each and every one of us plays this part, and that knowing that our efforts can make a difference. And I think that's what this institute is doing, is that it's going to be bringing things forward. And being able to, when Northwest Indian College first came out and they asked the elders to come to the table, they said, what do you think this could do? And I think that was the biggest change that came about, was them asking all the elders from the tribes to come together and just find out what the opinions are. And what was brought out, it was like, this knowledge that's being held and being taken care of, what do we do with the landscape of where you are? And then so everything that was being brought out was, you've seen the commonalities of things, the disruption that was going on. And so ones that have already worked with that disruption, whether there was resources that was dwindling, others that were at the table were able to say, oh, this is some of the things that we've done. And it's been successful. And so by having that table talk, Northwest Indian College was able to bring everyone together, knowing that the same ideas was being worrisome about, And so what they did is following that, because in some communities they were really received well. Other communities, other folks kind of stood back, wanted to see what they were about. And I think that's, that was the best thing, is because that took about a 4-year period for them to be pretty well received all over. And that they knew the intent of this institution was wholeheartedly, and that they wanted to make a difference in the communities. But the communities were the drivers. They were the ones that said, this is what we're going to have allowed to be happen. And so I think when Northwest Indian College came about, that they were able to do that. Now it's expanded through from traditional foods for diabetes. Now they have the healing gardens, but they also have a food sovereignty project that Muckleshoot Tribe Valley Seagrass is doing, which is making amazing strides in their community. And so I think that the progress through the institution was a vast, short but vast. They really made progress in such a short time. And I think that by having a conference of this nature, it's going to be bringing people. Because I know that when we go home, we're going to be talking about this. Because what it's going to do is be able to open doors. It's going to be able to share what other folks are doing with the same concerns that our tribe is working on. We have one Lina talked about this morning about the gathering of our traditional foods and such. Well, we all can see the changes that the climate is going on. And whether it be in the ocean, like on the Pacific, because like where we live, we're on the very northwest tip of Washington State, so we have the Pacific coast here. And just as the entrance, we have the Straits of Juan de Fuca. And so we have to, and what's so important to our people is our tidelands. That is us. That's who we are. And we value them. There's nothing to say that we don't, because we do. But our tidelands, that's where we get our food. And so when there's changes going on, we have to be We have to be concerned. And we have to get solutions. We have to figure out what it is that's going to work best for us all, because we all are here. And so I think that, having dialogue is going to be really what's important. When all us ladies, when we were driving up, we were talking about what it is that we kind of want to share, and what we, what is important to us. And I think what all came down to it was our resources. Our resources is what is of concern, our knowledge that it be handed down, and to be shared in that our folks have always been good about sharing. I mean, we live right on the trade route of everything. And we were like kind of in the hub of stuff. And so trading always adapted to things, whether it be, love that picture of the salmon and the cinder blocks. But that's our people. They adapt to whatever is given, whatever is put in front of them, they adapt and they can do well with. And it's just that we do need to be concerned with our resources. We have a new fishery. Well, it's not new. It's like thousands and thousands of years old. The eel that's being caught now. And you can see folks coming in and catching an eel. And I visited with one of the ladies, and she's one of our tribal members that's working for this Asian company. And I was telling her, I said, what are they telling you about how much is being brought in? If they don't share anything with like that, you need to go and tell them. We need to be concerned about how much is being gathered. When is the reproduction time? When is it, because right now, because she was saying, she says, we have babies coming in. And I said, tell them to hold off. Tell them, just tell them. Tell them what you feel. You've got to be concerned. She said, I'm putting them back. And I said, well, good for you. You need to do that because you have a part in this. You know better than anybody else because you know what? This is new stuff that's coming up. But when they ship it out all the way over to Korea, we have to start taking care of our stuff at home here. And I know that's happening all over, and so it's that thing of working together, making people aware of what's going on. How do we be ourselves and do a good job for what we're placed here for? Because it's us that need to take care of.